The origins of its name, New River, are unclear, but despite its name, the New River is geologically one of the 5 oldest rivers in the world. In West Virginia, its waters have carved a massive system of canyons that are the deepest and longest in the eastern United States. This 53-mile stretch of the New River and its gorges became a unit of the National Park Service as a national river in November 1978. In December 2020, Congress redesignated the 70,000-acre landscape as New River Gorge National Park and Preserve, America's most recent and 63rd national park. The park and preserve is made up of 2 areas, a small national park which is home to many of the popular outlooks and trails, and a much larger national preserve which contains the remaining protected lands that may allow certain natural resource extractive activities such as hunting and mining. New River Gorge is administered together with 2 neighboring National Park Service units, the Gauley River National Recreation Area and Bluestone National Scenic River, which were both established in 1988. Gauley River National Recreation Area protects 25 miles of free-flowing river and steep gorges that contain several Class 5 rapids, making it one of the most adventurous whitewater areas in the East. Little of the recreation area is accessible by roads, so most visitors experience this area via the river. Bluestone National Scenic River lies in a deep gorge with no immediate road access, so getting to the area can be challenging. The Wild and Scenic River System was established to protect undeveloped free-flowing rivers. A section of Bluestone is also protected within West Virginia's Pipe Stream Resort State Park. Each of these 3 federal park areas offers free admission. This region is an adventurer's paradise. The New River is a premier whitewater rafting location. The rapids, ranging in difficulty from Class 1 to Class 5, are often obstructed by large boulders, which can necessitate maneuvering in very powerful currents. Commercial outfitters conduct trips down the river from April through October. The gorge is also one of the most popular rock climbing areas in the country. Within the park are more than 1,400 established routes. With New River Gorge National Park and Preserve being 53 miles long, having a good map is essential. Many roads are narrow and winding, so allow extra time when exploring. With the array of activities and stops available to visitors, you are only limited by the amount of time you have to spend here. Many visits begin at the Canyon Rim Visitor Center in the northern section of the park. From here, boardwalk paths lead to views of the New River Gorge Bridge, a steel arch bridge that stretches 3,030 feet across the New River Gorge and stands 876 feet over the river below. Because of its height, the bridge has attracted daredevils since its construction in 1977. It is now the centerpiece of an annual Bridge Day, during which hundreds of base jumpers are permitted to jump from the bridge. To see the true scale of the bridge, drive the Fayette Station Road. This 100-year-old road of hairpin turns winds down to the bottom of the gorge, across a narrow bridge, and up the other side. Along the route, you'll see vistas of the river, bridges, a hardwood forest, and remnants of the New River Gorge communities that once teemed with activity. Heading south along the gorge, on the eastern side, is the Endless Wall Trail, a 2.4-mile moderate walk that passes through a thick forest along a cliff edge. Many overlooks can be experienced along the trail, but Diamond Point is the focal point. On the opposite side of the gorge is the popular Long Point Trail, a 1.6-mile route to a large rock outcropping with panoramic views of the gorge and New River Gorge Bridge. Because of its location, it's one of the most popular spots to see sunrise and sunset. At the bottom of the river below the previous 2 overlooks are the ruins of the coal mining town of Nuttleburg, one of almost 50 towns that sprang up along the New River in response to the growing nation's need for coal. Today, the ruins are considered one of the most intact examples of a coal mining complex in the United States. Further down the gorge is the one overlook that all visitors should experience, Grand View. This viewpoint towers 1,400 feet above multiple bends in the New River. On a clear day, you can see directly into the heart of the gorge, including 7 miles of the river and its watershed. Visitors can also get a glimpse of some of the gorge's unique cultural history. From here you can see an active railway and the town of Quinnamont, where the first coal was shipped out of the gorge in 1873. Trains like these remain active throughout the park, and to get a close-up encounter, visit the historic railroad town of Thurmond. This once thriving community at the bottom of the gorge is now considered a ghost town. The remaining buildings that make up the former Main Street have been abandoned and preserved in a state of arrested decay as a living museum. Lucky visitors to Thurmond will witness a train pass in front of the old buildings. Near the southern end of the park is Sandstone Falls. The largest waterfall on the New River, Sandstone Falls extends 1,500 feet wide and drops 10 to 15 feet over large rock formations. The waterfalls are divided by a series of islands, which can be accessed by an elevated boardwalk trail. For longer visits, it's recommended that you get out on the river. Schedule an easy family-friendly boat trip or go whitewater rafting down the lower gorge. For overnight stays, lodging and full-service campgrounds are plentiful in the gateway communities surrounding the park, including Hinton, Fayetteville, and Beckley. Primitive camping, on a first-come, first-served basis, is available without charge at a number of locations within the park. Visits to the New River Gorge, Gauley River, and Bluestone parks are often coupled with nearby Babcock State Park, a popular destination for nature and landscape photographers. Babcock is home to the iconic Glade Creek grist mill, which is one of the most prominent symbols of Appalachian history and culture. Weather in the Appalachian Mountains can be unpredictable and change quickly. Always be prepared for the possibility of sudden storms. In the mountains, it's often cooler and wetter than the surrounding area, and winters can bring occasional snowfalls. In summer, July is the warmest and rainiest month. The New River Gorge is a unique and underappreciated natural wonder within a day's drive of several major cities. The recent national park designation may finally elevate this incredible natural landscape for those who failed to see West Virginia as a worthwhile travel destination.